How are you this morning?
That's very good.
Woohoo! It's always good in the mornings here, man. Let me tell you. Say hi to YouTube.
What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? So, it seems we have a lot of energy master energy in the cards today. So, question is, where's it hiding, Pisces? Where are you guys hiding this ascended master energy? I mean, that's the question, because if we don't learn from our past, we're destined to repeat it. Make a wish. Simple enough. Simple enough. Not much to it. Not much to it. And thank you guys for the beautiful comments. I appreciate that. It seems that there's going to be a lot of elephants in the room. We got 20%, so we better hurry, I guess. I guess we need to rush through this. It's just what it is. We need to rush through it. Oh shit, I forgot we were rushing through something. Okay. I would say there was a lot of energy of rushing someone through their ascension, which couldn't, I guess, be a bad thing. But I mean, wouldn't that be rushing people through their descension? Simple enough. I mean, what comes around goes around, I would assume. That's just what it is. I hear Pisces has people losing their minds due to a powerful aura being grounded into the crystalline Christ grid of the earth. And I mean, you just have to do your research and be a grid worker for the light. Anyway. He said these people are having to eat their words because now they're starting to realize that the 5-star master knows what the fuck they're talking about. Okay, beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Let's get that elephant out of the room. And it's what it is. I mean, you got to think when you're testing these psychics and okay, tell me more. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that. Here, let me just go ahead and take the struggle aspect of the crown of thorns. Simple enough, because you have to struggle through listening to their BS. Simple enough. Simple enough. A little burnt offering there. Nothing more we can do with that. So, here you guys got ancient souls waking up on your planet. Wonderful. Wonderful. And they always say the first is the last. And I guess if you're the last one that they wanted it to wake up, is that like the cutoff? Is that like the cutoff date? Is that like it's the end of the world as you know it? Or is that like the individual that's on the fence that says, screw these people that didn't know what they were talking about. Let's just throw them all over here. And now we'll just play doorman. We will be the doorman of each one of you came to do something that no one else can do. So the minute you're on someone else's path, you're not doing what you came here to do. You're doing what someone else came here to do. So, when that life path 8 earth angel pops into your reality, it is a lesson or a blessing times 3 with karma or dharma tenfold. Okay, great. And then the path disappears. Oh, angel trumpets sound, all that fun shit. Okay, great. So whose path are these people on? You got readers talking about your enemies are turning to dust. Okay, great. Who are your enemies? And where are these energy masters that are calling their energy back through the law of consent and contract without people having an awareness of the law of return? Simple enough. So that's why we don't take revenge. The wrath of God, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, is way worse than anything we could come up with. That's what it is when I hear that. Pisces, they don't like your spiritual protection. They don't like your freedom in life. Well, my parents worked very, very hard for me to have an NDE. If they don't like that shit, the NDE line's right over there. You guys are more than welcome to escort them over there. That way they can have their own spiritual protection. They can have their own moment of enlightenment. Simple enough. They can like their own fuck ups in life. God got us all that is, angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time, for myself, as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. You have to ask yourself as I grab my Merkaba and spin that shit for protection. Simple enough. It pulls energy in magnetically and it returns negative energy so it doesn't affect me. That's your energy. I don't want your negative energy. Everybody's love, everybody's light. It does the same thing with positive energy, as you can see in the comments. Test the soul, test the light. What you want for the light is what you want for the light in yourself. What is the issue with being of service and speaking the truth? The truth hurts. People aren't going to like your service. That shit hurts. We don't like truth. We don't like the truth around here. We like being left in the fucking dark. And when she says it, these people are energy vampires that are starving and they're faceless. Well, then that should tell you right there. If you can't identify that person, see their reviews, because it's Harvard Business Services will annihilate. It's what it is. Simple enough. You leave me a bad review and didn't have service with me, I will sue your ass with great joy and furious anger. I will take you to Sam Jackson in the diner with the wallet that says bad motherfucker on it. Simple enough. I don't care what these people do. You came here to do something that no one else can do. If you're not doing that shit, I have no fucking need. I have no fucking desire. There's no want for you. There's no need for you. You have a purpose on earth. If you're not on your purpose on earth, then you have no fucking purpose on earth. Simple enough. You're walking around purposely. That's what it is. And knowing that, as a QHHT practitioner, I know that. It's the universal question. What is my purpose on earth? Fucking good idea. People see someone else and then get all fucking NPC'd out, right? And the fact that they've used magic in this situation, I cannot tell you that my astral vision sees shit that you don't. I can always not tell you that. Well, I've developed my ability over a long fucking time of sitting in one spot meditating. Simple enough. Personality Hacker Podcast will tell you when Antonio Dodge says, if it takes 10,000 hours for someone to be an expert at something, the INFJ has clocked way more hours than that. We find something we like, we go after it. You got to think, we're the individuals that still have we have the INFJ playlist from the, we're the kind of people that listen to the same fucking song over and over again because we get a different result. We get a different result every day. If I hear something that I like, I get a different result every time I hear it. So I can do the same thing over and over again and get a different result because I like that shit. It's simple enough. If you really, really like chocolate and that's the only thing that you eat, you're going to get an extra pound. You're going to get a different result every time you do it. That person's crazy. They only eat chocolate. Yeah, but they get a different result every time they do it. So who's the fucking crazy person? The one that's worried about someone doing something that they like, or the fool that's on there people will throw out negative shit on social media just to see who gives them the dopamine hit. Like, oh, I have to agree with Nellie from Little House on the Prairie. Wait, the mom? Wait, what was the woman's name from Little House on the Prairie? Nellie was one of them. That was the daughter, though, right? Mrs. Olson. Anyway, nothing happens by chance. Everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything is a co-created experience with the divine. So if we're able to identify the fact that these energies that are harvesting using AI, talking about chosen ones, okay, great. So there's your faceless entities right there. There's your people that are throwing out an illusion or a rouge, harvesting it. They're expecting us to do the work for them, right? And then they get all the views and shit. They're paying for it. They're paying for so that it looks like they have a following. And you see that, oh, people are really listening to this guy that paid for shit and can't be identified. How almost dying teachers. Yeah, there you go. Wouldn't that be the fire sign woman that's in all of your cards that wakes up every day? Did Pisces get their blessings yet? Did Pisces get their blessings yet? Talking about dying teachers. Interesting. You think she's trying to tell you something? Is she having some health concerns? That's what it is. Anytime I hear a group of alchemists came together because they thought they saw an easy target. Cool. Then if you have the word fucking alchemist in your title, chances are you're probably one of the guilty parties that they're talking about. Cards in the upright? No. Cool. We'll flip it around. What is the predominant question on everyone's mind? Oh, they're in their emotions. Are there some teachers having some health issues? Ouch. Did they not master their energy harvesting off of another? Trying to bring their karma to a karma earth angel. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the result that they're not going to get in this lifetime or the next, sad as it is? Top row is the 5D moving down through time and space into the 3D. Here's my card. Higher consciousness started it all. Either you have it or you don't. And you have to think, Pisces, if you have karmic energies competing with you for cash and prizes, and now they're stuck because Pisces is obviously still alive. So now they're stuck. So now they're having to cover up and pretend like nothing's wrong. However, the evidence is still before you somewhere, isn't it? Isn't Captain Kirk out there somewhere? What do they want? They want to poke the bear so that you look crazy, so that you can fit the narrative of what they couldn't conspire to unalive, remove that negative energy. Simple enough. That's what it is. We know that they're, oh God, I'm sick. Look what he's done to me. No, that's the narcissist playing the victim. Where's the earth angel they couldn't sacrifice? I'm looking for that walking tower of karma. When I hear you say that that's the FAFO person, the fool around and find out, cool, where is that? I don't want to hang out with anyone else. I want to find as many of those as I can to care about you afterward. Because these people obviously didn't. Women in the upside down. You've got women who have... They saw the glow of the light and it triggered their demons. Okay, great. I can't do anything about that. Now they're worried about health concerns and things of that nature when they've been talking to you about ascending and health and da-da-da-da-da. But we're doing shit in the dark with witchcraft. And it's backfiring horribly. And that is sad. That is sad. However, I can't do anything about that. Weren't they warned to stop? Right, but yet they keep going. They keep putting stuff out until it comes to that app. They're a bunch of apps, not asps, but apps like leeches that got fucking downloaded on your phone somehow or another. They get downloaded on there. They see the light and they watch from fake accounts and shit, and then they go over to their channel and they talk about all of this stuff. You come out with a glowing aura and they give you a fucking Photoshop or a picture of their aura after they already made a video. That's where they have to eat their words, right? When I hear a teacher say, you don't need a shield of protection if you live a good quality life. Well, at that time in tarot, they were talking about trying to take Pisces' spiritual protection away or their shield of protection so they could harvest energy. So then when I see a teacher saying, you don't need a shield of protection if you have a good quality of life. Okay, cool. So then the next thing you see is, oh, look at my shield of protection. Well, where's your good quality of life? What do you need that for? Fucking energy exchange is upside down. You're talking about people that they saw someone else's destiny and they wanted that shit because they felt insecure, insignificant in the world. That's what it is, as healers, as teachers, as public speakers, as whatever, right? They wanted to because they have karma. They're karmics, and we're releasing those karmics and letting them go. Yeah, nothing they do will ever grow again, and I can't do anything about that. They've been trying to prolong the inevitable, and SpaghettiOs, it's here. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Put your heart into that shit. Simple enough. If you've got these people that have been harvesting energy off of us since we're children, and then you've got Pisces Kingdom talking about Pisces, you're calling back all this energy. You've mastered energy work. Okay, great. So when I hear Pisces Kingdom say that, Pisces, where are you? Where are these masters? Where are these individuals that actually care, that could give a shit, that have 5-star reviews? Where are these individuals? Because that's a very, very strong energy that they're trying to unalive. They want Pisces to martyr themselves. When why should I have to do that? The whole group already did that for you, Pisces. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. And now it looks like they're making preparations for it. And that's sad. It does. And it's higher consciousness, removing the negative energy from women that are upside down, talking about teachers that aren't surviving. Ouch. That's what it is. Unanswered prayers. We knew it. We knew this day was coming. If you've got individuals that wake up every day, did my unalive magic work? That's Voldemort. That's Voldemort waking up every day to see if Harry Potter actually bit the big Hermione. And they need to remember the INFJ wrote your entire Harry Potter series and was Dumbledore in the Harry Potter movies. Thank you. Yeah. The INFJ personality, that would be Dumbledore. That'd be the wizard, the Gandalf of the whole fucking situation. Simple enough. Simple enough. So not only did they fail taking out Harry Potter, but they played around and made it, and they created a Gandalf. They created a Dumbledore like a bunch of Voldemorts. Simple enough. Simple enough. Do I need a card at the end? Thank you for that. Underneath higher consciousness, yeah, no change in consciousness. That's what it is, right? They wouldn't stop. You've got individuals that were already, they made a bad decision. And then they continued making bad decision after bad decision after bad decision until they continued to spiral down. That's what it is. They took the devil's bait when the earth angel was the divine's bait. Simple enough. Removing that negative energy, yeah, they got ego deaths. Congratulations. Simple enough. And that's the thing. No one has consent to talk about anything that I invested money into. No one has that consent. No one has called and talked to me. No one has offered to work with me. None of that shit. They harvested off of it. They had a channel for a whole year to harvest energy off of to get their content. The same 5-star shit you're receiving now. Was it different back then? Yeah, we were documenting their magic's backfiring. Simple enough. We were mastering Reiki. They were trying to attack it. Okay. Simple enough. Women are upside down now. Oh, sounds like witches lost their power. Okay. I can't do anything about that. And that's the energy in the cards. You have karmic energies practicing witchcraft based on past life experience. The same thing that gets people burned at the stake and beheaded by Vlad the Impaler. Things of that nature. It's just what it is. If we don't learn from our history, we're destined to repeat it. Ooh. Because of the energy exchange. Now everybody wants to fight. Now everybody wants to fight. What are they fighting for? Spirit says nothing they ever do will grow again because they are failures. Absolute group karmic failures. Not masters of their craft. Spirit says they put their heart into trying to unalive a master because they weren't. What? Make it make sense. The math is certainly mathing. Unanswered prayers. Ooh, 2 came out. However, do we take both of them? No. Yeah, that was my mistake. Yeah, masculines. You don't want to take that out in couples. These masculine energies that cannot create on their own, you have several different groups. The groups started getting group karma. The groups assumed they were battling with an individual instead of with God. Simple enough. What came out along with that? Yeah, simple enough. The Earth Angel had nothing to do with it. The Earth Angel was innocent the whole time. They were trying to do crown. When you hear a reader say that they were attacking the Earth Angel's crown or divine union with voodoo, that's attacking the head of an individual like that. Oh, we want him to sound crazy. Well, I still got 5-star reviews in a glow. How fucking crazy do they look right now? Having to eat their words. This is a golden bowl. When I hand you this golden bowl, it is full of shit. If you want my golden bowl, because it's my golden child's bowl, if you want my golden bowl for children, it's full of shit. I understand it's valuable. I understand it's solid gold, and that's just what you need because you're greedy. You got to have all the gold. But to have my golden bowl, it's full of shit. And you're going to have to eat every fucking juicy morsel out of my bowl before I give my bowl away. I'll give it to you, but it's full of shit. And I want to see you eat that shit before you get my golden bowl before my golden bowl goes on the path to you. My golden bowl is on a path. It's on the path to you, but for you to have my golden bowl, because I already ate the shit out of it. Problem is, bloop. Resentment, because that's what they're full of, is resentment. Resentment is eating poison, expecting another person to eat your shit and unalive. Great. That's what they try to do with metaphysical means of magic. Because they resented the healer's path because they want to heal, but Reiki can only be used for positive healing purposes. If you abuse your ability to heal yourself and others, you lose your ability to heal yourself and others. So once they lose, they go over to the dark side. Simple enough. Simple enough. Sweetie, you're talking about individuals that went out and got Reiki attunements without any fucking education. They spiritually bypassed. They spiritually bypassed having a clue, the history of it, having a clue, those rules. They didn't follow the rules. They didn't listen to the rules. They saw free Reiki attunement. Yeah, nothing in life is free. You still have to work for that shit. Intuition says so. That's what it is. They see Reiki for a psychic attunement. Okay, great. And what's the first thing they do? They go out and abuse their abilities because they didn't have the education that precedes. If you use your abilities for negative purposes, you lose your abilities to heal yourself and others. You lose your intuition. That's what it is. That's the universal mirroring effect that God has put so that you don't end up with a bunch of people running around abusing their shit like they did in the past. The human resonance of the earth is raising is the best way I can put it. We're at a higher frequency, so those lower frequency energies can't survive, right? The negative shit that they want to do, that's why it doesn't work anymore. The earth is no longer at a lower frequency where that lower vibrational shit can. Simple enough. Think about the spell work that they have been doing with music, right? Changing the frequencies so that the frequencies affect people in a negative way. We've all heard all that about how they toy with the frequencies because it's what they want you to feel sad at a lower vibration. Great. So the Schumann resonance is raising, and nobody listens to any of that music anymore. It's that simple. You break the spell that they had you under. What drew you in, what you were drawn to, the negative aspect of everything that you were drawn to. Yeah. Now you're starting to see these artists are having to they're having to ascend as well or descend. It's getting worse. What does it attract? The worst of the worst. Be compassionate. They know not what they do. Energy exchanges in the upright. People are fighting over that. Yes, women who cannot teach you anything. I would say teachers talking about, how they're dying, things like that, playing the victim, the narcissist role. Oh, I'm being psychically attacked. Where's your psychic protection? Because what you put out's going back on you. So if you've got these witches, these warlocks, these individuals that have been talking about all this shit, and then they're having a problem because they wanted the power of taking out an earth angel, because they're not. They're feeding off of our light. They want us to do the work that they're not willing to do, to heal themselves and others. That's what it boils down to. And show no gratitude. That's what it is. How are they going to possibly admit that? Right? If they were to find, okay, cool, well, we're going to have to give this person something. Well, then that's admitting to what they've been doing. Oh, we need to apologize. Well, that's admitting to trying to sacrifice a human. Oh, what are they going to say? I'm so sorry we tried to sacrifice you. I'm so sorry that our unalive magic didn't work, that our voodoo and shit didn't work. I'm so sorry. No. They're not going to do that. So karma is the best option. What's the problem with that? Well, these ladies are saying natural disasters. So it's what it is. They don't care who they hurt. So when karma comes knocking with no address, they don't care who's around. They'll take all of you with them. They don't care. No love. They got no love for you, themselves, or anyone else. Simple enough. Unanswered prayers over top of these masculine energies, and they're telling Pisces to step into his masculine energy now, because I am a negative, feminine, mutable. Regardless of gender, it's a polarity thing. Why does my light work so well? If you don't know how fucking jumper cables work, if your light is dim, if your battery is unalived, your battery is you got a weak battery. You don't have enough to jumpstart your vehicle. Can't turn your light on. That's what it is. I figured that out years ago. You want to know how long ago I've known this? And I do believe it was La Rocha. What's the chatter La Rocha? Right around the same time, I was working the Austin City Limits Festival. You got What's the Chatter La Rocha saying, Raw's on foot in Texas chasing demons. I was bird watching. That's what I call it. I'm walking around like Big Bird, watching their fucking invisible friends. Simple enough. I was testing out my astral vision. I got a job doing security. I was in the Divine put me in the artist lounge. So I'm watching fucking Doja Cat coming in and out. I'm watching Billie Eilish coming in and out. I'm watching MGK. Simple enough. You know how you trigger Machine Gun Kelly's? Play Eminem. Put Eminem on the Bluetooth when he's coming through the artist lounge, and he will stop with his whole entourage and look at you like, who the fuck are you? And then it gives me a chance to open up my eye on him and see just exactly what's operating through. It's where your celebrity involvement comes from. It's when my light triggers their demons. And you've got all these clips of Beyonce, and you see him morphing and shit on stage. Cool. I don't need any of that. All I got to do is get close to him. I'm bird watching. Simple enough. You got What's the Chatter La Rocha out of Austin. Taking Raw's on foot in Texas chasing demons. I was embodying sunlight and codes. That's what it is. Simple enough. I'm chasing astral entities, and you got tarot readers picking me up. Can't nurture that shit. Simple enough. That's why I knew when all of this started that when people were coming to me with paranormal situations, my ancestors were coming to me in a dream. Cool. The feng shui class at Mind Valley.
Where's Daisy?
Good question.
Oh,
She's probably in the sunshine. Right, you get the feng shui class. That's what her entire mind. She's a Mind Valley author. Her entire class, same as the qigong master, Dynamo Jack. Right, the ancestors would come to her. Interdimensional beings would come to her in her sleep and tell her what her problems were because no one else could. Right. So then I get clients coming to me. Yeah, I was deathly ill. My grandmother showed up. I'm healed now. It was miraculous. Yeah, simple enough. When I make a channel talking about seeing a light being walking down the fucking street in Arroyo Grande, California, and then you have a lizard people documentary on YouTube free for the whole fucking world to go watch right now, and the entire point of his documentary is him and some friends seeing a light being. As he was explaining that, all I can think of is, well, I explained what you're talking about on my other channel. So if I'm explaining what I saw that you're explaining on my other channel before your documentary ever came out, how can I possibly deny the weird shit that my clients come to me with? Simple enough. That's what it is. And how can they possibly say that you're crazy when I'm telling you I've experienced something, made a channel talking about it before they made a fucking lizard people documentary? Spirits on the case. That's what it is. These people are being outed left and right. Simple enough. That's what it is. And that's where they're going to run into a problem with me. So once you're in their domain where their pen is mightier than the sword is truth. Right? And when you speak a truth that they can't accept, oh, well, my opinion, right? But they've got you in a situation where there's just no second opinions. No, this is my professional opinion. Okay, great. Do you use half your brain? Are you logically a half-wit? So I'm getting a logical half-wit's opinion when my job as a QHHT practitioner is to get Mr. Stupid that you're operating with out of the way. Dolores Cannon called it Mr. Stupid. And we have a technique to remove that so that ours works. Karma. Simple enough. They're getting karma at a very fast rate. We're not worried about that. We knew it was coming. If you have people putting forth that kind of energy day in and day out of, did they get their blessings yet? Did they get their blessings yet? Did they get their spiritual inheritance? Did they get their blessings yet? Did our unalive magic work? Did our unalive magic? Okay, cool. That shit's got to go back somewhere. That energy has to go back somewhere, right? So now we're going to be sitting back going, oh shit, looks like they didn't want us to be here anymore. Oh shit, looks like that's where that magic was coming from. Oh shit, that's what they wanted for another person. No love for the situation, and harmony and balance is upside down. Families are being ripped apart, and it was all over money. Money, 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 money. Simple enough. Right? I mean, that's the thing, is when something like this is catastrophically allowed to go on for that long. That's what it is. That's the results that you get. And now you're going to have all the narcissists. Oh God, what has happened here? I am the victim. I need control. I have an image to uphold. I have money and power over my minions. It's the battle between dark and light. The lies are coming out. Unanswered prayers, due to their lies, are being supported by masculine energies standing in the upright on bad health. They got what they wanted. You're talking about evil people that wanted to lock you down, mask you up, and experiment on you. Cool. You gave them what they wanted. You gave them the energy to You gave them the energy to manifest. What is the problem? You were doing the same thing they were. Cool, you all go together when you go. That would be the karma aspect of it. They want you to martyr yourself. They want Jesus to die for their sins again. No. What comes around goes around, sweetheart. Simple enough. We will continue to work one-on-one with individuals while the groups get their karma. You got a friend in me. Simple enough. That's what you have to ask yourself. Right? Now you have to question, 2,000 years ago, what kind of chaos in those dark ages was ensuing. Most people don't even believe in Jesus. Okay, great. Now you've got 144,000 frequency that we're all tapping into. Wonderful. Where are those masters that have ascended to that frequency and came into union with the light? Simple enough, because you've got all of these tarot readers talking about it. Well, I'm looking for that person. If I can't find that person that matches my energy, well, then who are all these readers talking about? And if I know that, oh God, look what they're doing to me. They're trying to sacrifice an earth angel. No. I'm looking for that earth angel they're trying to sacrifice. How can you be their victim if you're looking for their victim? Right? Now, what's that going to cause? Their last trick. Oh, our health is being affected. Oh, we have to play the victim. Oh, it's the narcissist's last textbook trick. 10% completion. Namaste. Yeah, so I hear there's an ancient ascended master on your planet. Interesting. Let me know when you come across Captain Kirk boldly taking the star seeds where no man has gone before. Namas. And interestingly enough, now there is an aspect of the group aspect, and it was a divine test of souls. And the last thing you want to do is be caught on that wheel of karma. So if Pisces has neutralized their karma as an individual, it's a personal journey to come into union with the divine. And if we know that their only goal was to attach an entity to the star seeds so that they could control the narrative, okay, great. So then that would tell me that any star seed that has a bob coming out of their mouth. You've got Susie Starseed, but Bob's coming out of her mouth. You've got Bob Starseed, but from Borlak is coming out of his mouth. But yet we've got the energy of the cards of they're trying to attach an entity to the star seeds. So are you telling me that what worked for these others didn't work on one, but yet you've got people that have been drawn to learn their laws of the universe from star seeds they were able to attach the entity to? Is that what you're telling me? Interesting. Isn't that what I already fucking said? Interesting. Because that's what she said this morning. And I'm like, well, I already said that. Cool. So now we're doing edification instead of narcissistic triangulation. Narcissists will triangulate against you. Edification, empath edification. Hey man, this other empath's onto something. I would go and listen to them so you don't just believe me. Edify another. You edify. I'm editing what that person has said, and I tried to proofread that shit and I couldn't find any mistakes. I edified it. Namaste.